Okay guys, this is the long-term trading strategy video. Basically it's the golden ticket and I'm going to explain that to you shortly, but just before we get on to it I would like to just show you the front page again. MT's done some extra work, and we've kind of made sure now that we've got relevant videos here for newbies, okay, because when a newbie comes in, he needs to be able to, or she needs to be able to, just look on the front page and say, right, this is, what I need to follow. Okay, so Elsie, Pablo, anybody else who's new, Reds, these videos here, I'll give you a good understanding, these three, a good understanding of how to get direction, find direction, which way the market's going to move. Then these two basic strategies, trading strategies, the three-step trading strategy there, and then these three here by Anissa, which is a long term. And it's, guys, it's no disrespect that we haven't put anybody else these videos on this front page. It's just that that in reality these are probably the two easiest ways a newbie is going to pick up trading in this system in particular. Okay, so we don't mean anything disrespect by it. It's just that to get newbies up and running, I felt and MT felt that these are probably the two easiest strategies to follow to start, and at least until they find themselves and what style they're going to trade. Okay, there's also the introduction video there. Watch that when you can. Okay, so what is long-term trading? Well, long-term traders, we're going to use sell stops, buy stops. Basically, MT for it, I think the sell orders and buy orders, you have to set them a bit differently to see trader. But the system we are going to use is basically just the golden ticket, guys. It's just the golden ticket with 3 simple steps. Okay, I'll just run through this with you here. Trading the long-term charts using buy, sell stops and orders can be profitable whilst being stress-free. Basically, stress-free means not watching it. It's a way for our American, Canadian and East Coast friends across the pond to trade the European session whilst asleep. Yes, I'll show you that. It's a lot easier than you think, and our members should try it after watching this video. Okay, we're going to use the 3-step system below. Okay, first of all, obviously, step 1, get direction. So you're looking for a golden ticket setup basically on the daily chart. Okay, the daily chart, but we will look at the 8-hour as well. Basically, if the daily chart doesn't make sense, then come down to the 8-hour chart and have a look at that and see if that makes sense. Okay, step 2, take trades from 4 and 8-hour OLs and BB bands. Right, basically look for price on the 4-hour, 8-hour orange lines and BB bands in direction of golden ticket setup. Okay, step 3, pullback candle and sell buy stops. Right, basically you are looking for a pullback candle, and then you need to set a sell stop, buy stop, sell order, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. Okay, again, start with small lot sizes, guys, and try to do one every night. And this can be like a passive income, because you're going to be sleeping, especially, as I say, the Americans who miss out on trading the European session, which, as you know, with Brexit has been quite volatile. So this is a way for them to catch some moves and to actually trade that. All right. Okay, so what should I do first? Right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just have a look at a couple of these trades and basically what I kind of mean by the 3 steps. Okay, so let's look at this day, which was the 4th of March last week. Okay, let's take the GU for instance. Okay, so basically you're going to look here for your direction. Well, ignore this pink arrow here because this wouldn't have been hit, right? But what you did have was this blue here, and you had small red. Okay, so you were looking for up. It's a golden ticket number 1. It's got an arrow on the current open candle, or it did have. Okay, so it's a golden ticket number 1. Okay, you can say, well, it's a daily chart, so it's a number 4, but let's just call it, you know, what it basically is. Trade, you know, daily chart direction with living arrow on living candle. Okay, so we had that. Okay, there, because it was the day before. This is the, you know, the morning after. All right. So then you're looking on the 8-hour chart for an orange line or a BB band entry. Now you can see quite clearly here, right, that price hit the BB band and came down. There's a wick down to here. Okay, there's a wick down to here. So it's bounced. So we're looking for ups. So what you do now is step 3. Okay, you look for this pullback here. Okay, you're actively looking. You want that candle there to close. When that candle closes there, that's the close, not the wick, the close. Okay, you're going to put a buy stop, and I'll tell you about my recommendations, and you know, as we go along. But for the GU, I would say 15 pips. Okay, 15 pips above the close because we're going up. Okay, so what effectively happened here is it continued on down. When this candle opened, you can see the wick, it continued on down. Okay, so you were in the trade. Yes, sometimes, you know, especially with GCAD. The GCAD's the one, and I'll explain again a little later, you know, why you have to give a bigger stop loss on the GCAD just to be on the safe side. Okay, but this continued on down and then started to come up. Okay, and when it came up, it triggered your trade around about here. Okay, so you know, Americans, I think, let's see if the time's on there, 2:08. Yeah, so this is the session candle. So Americans would have woke up to price, or come in the room to price closing there. You see that candle? That's where it would have closed. So you would have got all those pips there based on that trade, just following 3 simple steps. Okay, I'll show you again. Let's have a look at the EG. We definitely have this and this. Now this is a stonking trend, guys, but what I liked about this is the fact that BB bands on the slightly lower time frames were flattening out, right? So okay, direction we said was down based on this signal. Price had come back to the 8-hour BB band. You can see it there, wick on it, nice wick. That was the pullback candle. So you do the same again, the sell stop, but because it's the EG, don't give us much. I would go with 10 pips from the close of that candle. So a sell stop 10 pips below the close of that candle, right? So it did go up a little bit more, and then it shot down. Okay, so you triggered your trade somewhere there, and you know, you woke up to all this. Okay, you understand now. As far as stop loss is concerned, now I would have made sure that my stop loss was above the high here of the last high. So basically the BB band is the last high there, so you just put it so many pips above there. Okay, as I say, I'll explain about the GCAD in a moment, but again, the situation you would have had here, right, with the GU is that it could have gone up a bit and then come down and hit you know, triggered your trade and then come down and hit your stop loss. So again, just be a little bit sensible with it, you know, put maybe a 30 pip stop loss just to, you know, cover yourself, so you'd have been pretty much below this BB band anyway. Okay, yeah, and again, as I say, it was a perfect trade. And guys, look at this, bang bang, double, second move, and look how much stronger it is on the second move. Okay, quick look at the GCAD. You had this daily here. You had a similar situation to the GU. It had hit the 8-hour BB bands. It had come down here. It was pretty much level with this flipped up BB band. there's your pullback candle. Okay, so with the GCAD, I would perhaps put my buy stop 20 pips, because it gives a lot more, guys. So you know, you're giving yourself a bit more leeway. Okay, so 20 pips above the close. Again, I would have made sure, because it's the GCAD, that my stop loss was below this BB band here. Okay, you know, you're giving yourself plenty of opportunity, just, you know, protection basically, because basically this could have gone up and then, as I say, triggered your trade and then shot down again. It's that volatile, this pair, that you need to give yourself a bit more you know, leeway on the stop loss. Okay, but again, look what you'd have woken up to. That's where it closed when you come in the room. You know, you were talking, if you said you had a 40 pip stop loss there, that looks to me like 2, maybe 2.5 times your 40 pips stop loss. So it'd have been a 1 in 2, 1 in 2.5. Okay, and that's basically it. You're getting direction. Okay, wait for it to pull back and set your buy stop based on that pullback closing. You know, pullback candle closing 20 pips above there, and look at that trade you would have woken up to in the morning, guys. Just one more thing before we go any further. This was Friday, and I took this early, guys. I wish I'd have got the later shot, but I was due out. Look at this, 8-hour blue. I'm pretty sure Monday we're probably going to get a daily blue. Look at the GCAD, daily blue. And to say that these blues perform, look at this. You know, just look anywhere you see a blue. Did it perform? Yes, when it gets some help, but they just tell you what's coming. Just one other thing. Okay, you had your direction here. Okay, so we would have, you can't see it on the 4 hour, but you would have been setting, you know, an up trade somewhere there. Okay, I think there anyway. In fact, I can't even show you on that, guys, because I can't show you the 4 hour, so I'm not going to confuse you with it. But this, all I'm saying is that maybe Monday night you might see, you know, some movement down. Okay, the other thing is, look at the UCAD. Right, now I'll explain this. We have this, right, then it bounced. Now the day we came in the room, this candle here was down here, so it was performing perfectly, but then we had the interest rate decision, which I forgot about, and PP reminded me, right, and that destroyed the dynamic. Okay, that kept this going up. Okay, however, this BB band slipped down. You're pretty much on the daily BB band. There's no strong signal up Monday, here or here. This is going down. You can quite clearly tell that this now is pretty much flatlined. This is going to take the GCAD down, this BB band here. Okay, alright, okay, so they're the things to watch for Monday, Tuesday. Just one other thing, I want to show you that GU, but from your own charts, and this is something you should all pay attention to as well. Okay, so basically, you know, that was the pullback candle, buy stop there, it went down. Look, stop loss is way out the way. Now I have given some advice on what I'd do for stop losses here. GU 30 pips, 20 EG, 25 UCAD, GCAD maybe 50. What I will say here, guys, is right that what you don't want to do is get into a GCAD trade and it just, you know, kind of go up for you and then spike down. I can't really show you on here you know what I mean by that, but it is that volatile a pair that you want to give yourself some leeway. But I mean, 50 pips, if you're waking up to 100 pips every day, that's a 1 in 2, you know, R and R, and that's quite good considering you were asleep. Okay, but yeah, again, look, you can see what's happened. You buy that candle close there, buy stop there, that happened, right? another pullback candle here, 15 pips above there, that happened. Okay, same again here, another pullback candle here, buy stop there, that happened. You know, went up here, this one shot back down again here, so be a bit careful when that kind of stuff tends to happen, right? Obviously these were golden ticket number ones with a daily signal. I think at the time it was these moves here in the GU. Okay, there you can quite clearly see there was one of them, and up it went. Okay, so right, we're done with those. Let me show you a few examples. Now I'm going to show you more than on here, but we're going to be quick through them, guys, and then I'll go over the strategy again. So let's go and look at an early one. Number 22. Okay, right. This, I would say, was a golden ticket number 2. Look at the GCAD, guys. Sorry, the UCAD. Okay, it pierced the daily orange line. The trend is down, so there's no signal, so it's a golden ticket number 2. Yeah, with the trend, golden ticket number 2. Look for trend, and bounces off BB bands and orange lines in direction of trend. Okay, 8-hour BB bands had flipped down, you were right on there. Okay, you can say it's the session candle, right? You can say this is during the session, but it applies, right, at any time, depending on where these touches are. You know, it could be the session, it might be during the night. I mean, you could have done this during the session and just put a sell stop 10 pips below there and caught that during the session if it went down. You know, step 1, step 2, step 3. Understand? Okay, that, and you know, that's basically it. This is all you're looking for, whether you do these over the night or whether you do them during the session. You can do them during the session. You know, just it's entirely up to you. But as I say, I use this system basically for nighttime trading. Okay, let's go up a bit. I'll look at number 54. Let me find you. 54. Okay. And just pause it again there. Golden ticket number 2. UCAD again. Okay, you touched here or here, the daily orange line. Yeah, you can say, you know, the trend is still down in a way, but for me it's up. Everything, if you look at the 8-hour, this is just classic change of trend movement. Okay, it's going up now because this orange line is that steep. Okay, again, you're on the 8-hour BB band. Alright, you have this pullback candle here, so 10 pips above there, bang, up again. Okay, that's the session candle, so this would have been before the session candle. So basically, you Americans, if you'd have set that last night, that trade there, you'd have slept through this, and this is the European session, you'd have slept through that, and when you come in the room, that's where price would have been. So you'd have woken up to whatever it is from around about here to here. Okay, in fact, could really tell you if I could see that. 83, I think. So it's a 60 odd pip move. You'd have woken up to 60 odd pips, you know. Okay? Alright, guys? You understand? Right? Okay. Let's move on. Show you another example. Let's have a look. Number 59. Right, GU GCAD number 1s. There you go. and the daily signal down. Even if that wasn't there, this red yellow would have still been in control. Okay, you would have been that, you know, you'd have been on the orange line here, on the 8 hour orange line. Okay, there was your pullback candle to the 4 hour orange line, so 15 pips below that pullback candle. Bang, again, you Americans would have woken up. This is the session candle here, so you Americans would have woken up to us being here. Okay, look at the G-CAD. Again, for me, this is still in control. Daily supers like this, you know, if you watch my videos on the front page, on the movie page, in particular that top video, you'll know what happens. You hit these lines, you bounce, and then you go back down. I'll show you something on the EG for next week as well, very shortly. But again, you were on the 8 hour orange line here. There is your pullback candle, 15 to 20 pips below. And again, this is the session candle, so you Americans would have caught the European session and woken up to this here, you know. Okay, I think you're getting it. It's not hard, guys, to understand this. In fact, it's quite easy. Let's have a look. Another up-to-date one now, 69. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Golden ticket number 1. Yeah, definitely. You were on the 8 hour orange line here. This is where you were, you know. That's 16 hours there of worth there. That's where you were on the 8 hour orange line. Okay, pullback candle here. Right, 15 pips above. You'd have caught that. And again, you Americans, because you can see this is just prior, look at the time, just prior to the 9 o'clock candle. So you'd have come in the room, America wakes up, you'd have seen that, and that's where you'd have been. Okay, again, you would have caught the European session perfectly. Okay, and if you want to know how much that is, that's 41 to, I can't really see, is it 35 or something like that? So it's 59, 60, 70, 80 odd pip move while you were asleep. Okay, I think you're understanding it, guys. It's not hard, this, I tell you. And let's just have a look at one more, and then we'll go again over the strategy. Okay, what we're looking at here, EG golden ticket number 2 this time. Okay, you could say it might have been a number 1 here. However, this is a really strong trend here. This had done its job. It gone up to the 8 hour BB band. You can see it there. Look how strong this move is, right? You were on the 8 hour BB band. It's just flipped up, so you'd pierced it a bit. Okay, this could have been there, it might not have been there, but again, the strength of the trend, guys. Right, pullback candle, can you see it there? A little green candle going up, close, 10 pips below the close of that candle, bam. Okay, this is 11.22, which means this going up now is the current open candle, which means when you come in the room, that's where it was. You'd have made all that. Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick look at that UCAD as well while we're here. Okay, you had a daily up. Okay, you've had this big move up. Again, you would have come in to here. It's on the 8 hour BB bands, pullback candle there. Or in fact, it would have been this one here, pullback candle to the orange line here. Buy stop. You'd have come into price being up here. Okay. Alright guys, so you understand, you know, what it is. So we'll just, again, I just want to show you another couple of things. Again, this video here, this top one, find your direction on long term, 1, 4 hour, 4, 8 and daily will be massively beneficial for you know, this particular video that I'm doing now. But Let's just go over them steps again. Get direction, look for golden tickets set up on the daily chart if possible, right? Take trades from 4 8-hour orange lines and BB bands. Look for price on 4-hour, right? I've shown you that. Pullback candle and sell stops, right? Again, I've shown you that. Okay, look for pullback candle and set. Sell, buy, stop, as shown in the video. I've shown you how to set that in the video. Just one other thing, guys, on this. I said I'd tell you about the EG. I'm getting back to basically what I say about learning how to read charts, in particular the daily. This movement here, somebody in the room asked me about it. I'm not sure if it was Lambo or Gem, probably Lambo I think, and come up here and I asked him if he recognised the movement and what was going to happen next, and I think he was spot on. I think he was bang on. I think he said double move, second move down, and this is what is going to happen. In fact, you can't see it here, but I've checked on my own charts and this is already going down. Okay, it's a second move down. Okay, alright guys, again, this for next week I would be, keeping an eye on the GU for down. EG I fancy down as well. FAT I fancy. UCAD possibly down, depends on the strength of the CAD. It's very, very weak at the moment. Anybody that traded the Euro CAD over the last few days will have noticed that. In fact, the last 11 days I think it's gone up 1,000 pips, which is massive. And again, the GCAD, you've got to pay attention to these big blues here, guys. You can see, what happens with them, what they do. Okay, so guys, I think, you don't really need any more than that to do this kind of trading. And as I say, this will be very beneficial to the East Coasters and the people, the traders of America in particular, because you're going to get to trade the European session while you're asleep, and you're going to be coming in the room to profit. You're gonna, and again, guys, I want you to try and do one a week. Start with one a day. Sorry, start with small lot sizes and just see if you can make head and a tail of a pair on the golden ticket. And then apply the knowledge that you've learnt from this video, and I think, guys, that will do you. I'm going to see if I can get MT to make sure this is on the front page as well. I think it needs to, I think it needs to be on, here somewhere on these, maybe its own subheading, maybe under the Forex long term here. Okay. I will be on Monday just to talk to one or two of the newbies and try and put them right. But again, Elsie, Pablo, this is the two main strategies. If you're very patient, then try Anissa's. If you're not so patient, try this. I'll be on Monday and explain, because I think Elsie was doing quite a few too many trades at the weekend on Friday. Anyway, guys, that'll have to do you for now. Okay.